Hello everybody, this is Hildie McQueen. I'm USA Today bestselling author of Medieval Highlander Romance, and I also write Western historicals. Today I am going to be talking to you guys about planning for the last quarter of 2021, and I'm hoping to talk through this entire video without my dogs barking, but I'm not going to make any guarantees. Let's pray that they let me do this. Alright, so first of all, let's see. I printed this 90-day calendar from the internet. I just downloaded it. I looked up blank template for fourth quarter 2020. And what I did once I printed it out is I went through and I highlighted the days in green that I was planning to write, and then the ones in purple are the days that I may or may not write for whatever reasons. Usually one day a week. I run errands and do stuff like that. I might write a little bit in the morning, but not as much. So I just highlighted Thursdays just to keep it coherent. So this is something that you guys can do. Just print out a the last 3 months calendar, and then go through there and be realistic. I know that a lot of you guys have day jobs, so you have to like plan to write a little bit every day. So just go ahead and color those days green, and then give yourself some grace, because you know that things happen and there's a day of the week that you may or may not write. So then just go ahead and give yourself 1 day a week purple, or 2 days a week purple, and give yourself 3 days to write whatever. Now I normally write on Saturdays, so I didn't highlight that because for some reason I didn't. I'm trying to remember why I didn't, but yeah, I usually write on Saturdays, but not every Saturday. So I think what I'm going to do, I know I'm doing stuff this Saturday, is I'm going to highlight every other Saturday, just to be realistic, because I may not write every single Saturday. So I'm just going to highlight every other Saturday, and that way I know that those days I probably will not write. And then, I probably will write. And then I'm going to give myself purple on the every other ones, just to make sure when I go to transfer into my planner, then I know what days I'm going to write. Now, I don't know what kind of planner you guys use. I use the Passion Planner lately. And I already have some things written down on my October plan that I know are happening. I have actually 3 releases, and so that's going to be, I have to do some planning for that. So what I am going to do here, let's see, is go ahead and use my highlighters. And by the way, I'm using the mild liners. I love these. I'm obsessed with them. I know that you guys have heard me talk about them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and highlight the days that I plan to write. Now, I'm going to tell you something. The first 2 weeks in October, which are these two, today that I'm recording is the 28th of September. The first 2 weeks I plan on doing rewrites. I have a bunch of books that are releasing later on in the year that I need to go ahead and do rewrites and read through. So I kind of think it'll take me, I know it'll take me almost all this week to do one, this week to do the novellas. So I'm going to give myself 3 days of rewrites. So what I'm going to do is down here in this area, I'm going to put down green and I'm just going to write rewrites. It's kind of like a little legend. And so I'm going to do that first. So I'm going to start on Monday, but since it's grayed out, I'm not going to worry too much about it. Okay, and I just messed up right there, because I know that I'm running errands this day. My daughter and I are going to do stuff, so I'm going to wipe that out, because I don't want to get confused later. And then, so I'm following this here. So look, the 5th through the 7th, I am going to highlight in green. I'm going to leave this one not green, and then the 9th and 10th are green. And then the 12th through the, so it looks like every every one of these first 3 days of the week are going to be green, and then these every other. I have on here 15K per week is what I was planning to write, but I changed my entire plan mainly because I realized, you know what, I keep writing and I'm not finishing my rewrites, and I am not making sure those books are ready for release or whatever. So let me dedicate this month, since I'm a little bit ahead of schedule, let me go ahead and dedicate this month to rewrites and read-throughs and that kind of stuff. Getting my proofreads done, all that kind of stuff. All right, so I have this done as far as the days that I'm going to be writing and doing rewrites. Then I'm going to go in with the purple to the days that I know for sure I will not be writing, days that I'm taking off. So for sure I'm taking Sundays off. I do post on Facebook on Sundays. I do Sunday Fun Day because I really, right now we're in quarantine, there's not that much to do, but I like to intentionally take time off to just, you know, clear my head and stuff like that. Okay, so what else do I have going on? Like I said, I have 1, 2, 3 releases. So, and I'm going to wipe this out here because I am not doing this. I'm not going to start a new book. This day here, I have changed my mind about so many things. So I have to find some kind of sticker to cover up that mess. Let's see. Let's go with, what size do I want? Let's go with these here. Oh, this one here has some autumny colors, so let's go with that. These are from the Fancy Shop, and I am honestly, I don't know if that shop is still open. If it is, I'll put it down below, but it's the Fancy Shop. And I think they're out of Thailand or somewhere, so it does take a little bit to get your sticker. So I'm going to put on here, start rewrites. Because I just finished writing the 4th book in my Clan Ross series. Did I just finish my 4th or 5th? My 5th book in the Clan Ross series. And so I'm going to be doing rewrites on that book. And then I should finish with the rewrites for that. It's a full length by Friday. And then I'm going to spend the next 2 to 3 weeks on 6 novellas that I have to finish rewrites. I have a book releasing in November that I need to make sure that it's done. And I have another book that's another 3 or 4 books that I want to release in November and December. I want to make sure all those rewrites are done so that November 1st I can start with a clean slate and you know, not feel like I have all the stuff in the back burner. All right, so that's my plan for October as far as that goes. Now, I have been really lax on YouTube, and the reason I took a couple months or weeks, I don't know if it's been a month since I uploaded last, is because I had some deaths in the family. My uncle and aunt died from COVID. He passed away end of August and she followed a week later. So that kind of threw me for a loop, and you know, as anybody knows, that was my mom's brother and his wife. So yeah, it's really sad. And what makes me the saddest is that I was planning to go visit and I ended up not being able to go visit because of COVID, you know, the pandemic. So that kind of threw me for a loop. But I'm going to try to get back on track. So I know that I will be uploading a video on the 30th, which is this video. So I'm going to do my YouTube on stickers. So let's see. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to... what do you call it? Commit to, this is kind of silly what I have on here, but I'm just going to put this over it, and then I'm going to put another one because I plan to finish rewrites and send them to my proofreader, but I don't know that I'm going to finish on Wednesday, so I don't know why I have it written there, but anyway, I'm covering all that up just like that. And then I'm going to plan to do another YouTube. Hopefully, you know, my whole plan before all of this happened is that I was going to do 2 videos a week. But now you know, I'm going to slow down a little bit. it's hard to find joy in simple things, which is where we should find joy when, you know, things like your, you know, family deaths happen and stuff like that. But then one of the main things that we need to remember is that's what we need to do. We need to find joy in these little things. Like, I know that planning makes me super happy and recording these videos makes me happy. And so, you know, that's what I want to do. So I'm going to commit to 3 YouTube videos this month, keeping it simple. It might be a different week. It might, but that's okay. Just the fact that I have 3 YouTube videos down is good. And then I'm going to be doing, I have to do a newsletter for releases. So I think I am going to do a newsletter this week because that way I can put all 3 releases on it. So I am going to go ahead and put my newsletter. And I usually do newsletters on the middle of the week, middle of the month. So I'm going to put that for the 15th to do a newsletter this day. So what else do I do? Let me look at my, then I have, oh, I know what I have to do. I have to do, of course you guys know that I have my regular like hunk day, and I'll go through my monthly plan, my generic monthly plan in a video that I'm about to do where I'm going to show you how to make a author notebook / planner. So I came up with this in an inexpensive way to make a author notebook / planner. So you want to have everything in your monthly so that when you're working on your weekly plans, you know, when you're working on your weekly plans, you can go back to your monthly and look and see what's going on. So as you can see, September went to crap. I didn't fill it in or anything because my aunt died end of August and my uncle died the first week of September, and then it just went downhill from there. So September was kind of a mess. So now I'm like back on track for October. So here we go. So on Fridays and Mondays I do my reader group for sure. I try to stop at my reader group pretty often, but let me use a color for my reader group. I try to go there more than twice a week, but if in case I don't, I make sure that I go on Mondays and Fridays for sure, because I don't want them to feel forgotten. So I'm going to use blue for my reader group. Okay. Let me write that down here. And by my reader group, I mean my super fans, the people that want to follow me and read all my books, that kind of stuff, you know. I guess they used to be called a street team, but we don't call them that anymore. And then this is like off. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and write here to go to my reader group on Mondays. Am I out of frame? Okay. Sometimes I forget to go look up at my viewfinder to make sure that I am in frame. Reader group. My handwriting is not the greatest this morning, but that's okay. I'm trying to write fast because, like I said, I don't want my dogs to start barking and ruin everything. This outline I'm not doing that because I am going to be I'm changing my entire plan of what I had planned for October. Reader group. So that's what happens. It's like when you get into a routine of knowing what you're doing, when you're doing it, then it helps you have specific days that you do specific things. And lots of people are like, well, I'm not going to remember all that. And it's true. It's so funny because when you get yourself into the habit of doing something on a constant, regular basis, you're going to remember. It's like automatically you'll be like, oh my God, yeah, that's right. It's Wednesday. I have to do my hug day. Or, you know, it's Thursday. I have to do Thankful Thursday. Or, you know, whatever it is that you get in the habit of doing. I know that some writers or some people that are on social media have a theme for every single day of the week. I honestly don't recommend that because you'll burn yourself out. And I am trying to limit my social media time daily. I don't spend as much time on social media as I used to. I don't know if y'all have noticed. If you're my friend on Facebook, you might have noticed that I turn off Facebook after, usually after 4. And I'm just not on there anymore. I might go in and check and make sure on my messengers to see if I have any, conversations going on. But other than that, I really am not on Facebook after 4. I try not to be, unless I have something going on like a takeover or something. But these are the things that I do regularly. So the reader group, the hunk day, and that, and are all social media. And then I do promote on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Now I don't know if you guys, I don't know if you guys, at first I think you can just kind of do it 1 day a week and get until you get used to it. But the whole thing is that a lot of people are like, well, I don't want to be constantly on there telling people to buy my books, and that's true. You can use different. I do have a book called a video on the art of subtle marketing, where you market without quite marketing. You talk about your hero, your story, and things like that. So without coming out and saying buy my book. Excuse me, but remember that we are on social media not to be wasting our time always on there just to say, oh, I'm on there to share this and that, and they'll get to know me. But people also like, okay, what does she write? What does she do? Every once in a while, they want to know what you're working on, what you're writing, things like that. So it's good to have your presence on there. It's good to share what you're writing, share, what you're reading, share other authors that you love and why you love them, and have them do the same for you. So it's important, but don't feel like you're selling. Feel more like you're sharing, because that's why we write, because we want to share our gift with others. So that's what I do. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'll share a graphic. Sometimes I'll talk about what is going on with a book that I'm writing, or a book is about to release, and this is what I'm doing. I'm freaking out over something or other, or I forgot to do something, which is my normal MO. So I'll say, you know what, I have a book releasing tomorrow. This is a book, and I totally forgot to do ads or something, which happens to me all the time. Okay, let me see if there's anything else that I may have left off. I have a cheat sheet over here. No, the only other thing that I see is that I told you guys I do fun posts on Sundays, so I am going to just write this on here. When I go to, when I'm off on the weekends, or the day that I'm off on the social media, I do take this planner with me It's flexible, it's not that big, and I take it with me wherever I go, and has a little strap here. It's called the Passion Planner, by the way. So I take it with me wherever I go, and so if I'm in my recliner, I do go in here and see what's up and what's going on. And if you guys want to flip through of this planner, I'll do one. I could probably do one for the beginning of the year. I'll probably do a flip through video. That's a good idea. I need more ideas of different things to do. Okay. So, like I said, I think I have my month planned. I'm ready to go. And the dogs are starting to bark. Perfect timing. Thank you for watching, and you guys have a wonderful month. And sit down and plan your October at least. And then do a general view of the last 3 months of the year. The last 3 months of the year. And yeah, stay safe. Bye.